lot of the standard deployment
I
kit.
bet you like the purple ones for
I went to
AG10.
I'll have you do something.
You haven't been here in a while. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a bit. You having a good day?
Alright, yo, hold on. Unit consensus. Do I text this chick what the map do?
Yes.
Yeah. No, you text me.
Screenshot and send it in the fucking
Great.
media. We need to take a poll.
Confidence.
Chipmunk. Now you can speak.
Now to see if I get banned. Or whatever the fuck.
Getting banned from her DMs.
What?
I'm gonna listen to one of Death Tones. I'm gonna fly away. Scathing.
Every instructor's gonna have to take like 3 guys. It's so fucking many of you.
Am I an instructor? I kind of just showed up.
Yes, you're an instructor. Get the fuck.
Alright, who wants to go? I call Fangirl, because I taught Fangirl a little bit of what to do the other day. Easy.
Oh, we got a response. I didn't get blocked. Let's go.
Hey, y'all know what, man? I'm not allowed to SL. I'm not allowed to be an
You
instructor.
can SL. You just choose not to.
No, I'm banned from SL.
He is banned from SLing.
It's fine. We'll let people. We'll just. Oh fuck. We'll just let people do
Well, if anybody wants to follow me, I'm banned from SL.
Because he's a fucking retard.
No, not because I'm a retard, just because I'm an asshole.
You're definitely retarded.
Nah,
I don't thought there's anything wrong with being retarded. You know, you gotta be careful.
I'm the smartest retard here. Tactics-wise, I know my shit.
I think Dawson
Wise,
might
I
be a
don't
little
know
bit
my
smarter.
fucking-
You're good at sitting on a bench and eating custard creams, you fat.
Build me a fucking wall, you carpenter.
How many sandbags did you move this
well,
month?
I earn more money than you, mate.
Nothing smarter than the Air Force, guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, you refill planes, you glorified gas attendant.
But he doesn't even know what salt and pepper
I
is.
need
What are
this
you talking about?
motherfucker when I need that A10, buddy. I can't.
Alright, it's 8:15. Break. Tune the 48.
Yeah, bitches.
Your mom's a hoe. If you keep talking, it'll make you wait more. Alrighty, can I have everybody stand up? Boys, I'm not fucking around. If you have something that you can take notes on, like a notepad or your phone, crouch. Kadari, get up here. Okay, for those of you who do not have a notepad or your phone that you can take notes on, there are only a few things that I would really want you to write down. Other than that, I would just recommend that you get one in the future, as it does help you out in your mission day-to-days. I have an entire notebook. The front half of it is full of grids, call signs, mission objectives, and different information that is important to the things that we will be doing. Now, tonight's training is meant to get you guys up to speed into what you will be doing if you do select to take RTO. Now, RTO, I consider it a sub-MOS. It is something that you do with your actual MOS that is basically just an extra, how can I put it, assignment that you have to do during a mission. You're basically just communicating for the SL, so the SL is more effective. There are also other things that you can learn, such as how to call in artillery, which is what we will be doing at the end. We're going to start off with what channels you need, how many radios you would need, brevities, terms and definitions, standard practices, and then after that we'll probably delve into the calling in things. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna divide you up into teams of 2, and you 2 will work together to actually call in these strikes. You'll use all the information that you get from this talking portion to basically help you out when you're actually doing the regular calls. I will go over it in detail once we get there. Onyx or Sandman, would you like, actually, Sandman and Kandari, can you 2 explain to them what frequencies they should be on and prioritize as RTOs?
Yeah, I got you. Alright, so every radio channel that you're going to need, we're going to start off with a basic 4. You're going to have your unit radio, or whatever team you're on. So if you're on 1-1, 40, TAC 5, blah, 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 blah. You're going to also, you coordinate with your squad leader. He might have you on 41 or 42. These channels are to be used for communicating amongst team leads for that squad. You're gonna also be on 50, which is command radio. You're gonna only be on command radio yapping when you need something. 51 is gonna be used for squad leaders. If you need to talk to both squad leaders to notify them of a big issue or something going on, that is the channel to get them. If everyone good so far? I would definitely get a piece of paper if you don't have this. I'm gonna yap for a little bit.
Could you say that first one again?
Go ahead,
Sandman?
reiterate it one more time and go through it one more time.
Alright,
You said this over 48.
Yeah, say it over 48.
Nothing's ever been over.
Yeah, my bad. I was talking to local. Alright, so comm channels that you're gonna constantly be on. You're gonna be on your unit radio, so whatever team you're a part of, you're gonna be on that radio to communicate with your team. You're going to be on either 41 or 42 for the team leads. If your squad leader decides to not have you talk to command and talk to the other team leaders for him, you're going to be on those 2 channels. They go from the squad leader to the 2 to 3 team leads. You're going to also be on 50. 50 is high command radio. You're to only be on 50 if you're requesting something or need it to set either an ORP, artillery strike, emergency calls, etc., etc. More shit that we'll get into later. 51 is between all of the squad leaders and secondary MOSs. If you need to call out something important to both squad leaders so they can notify both squads, or 3 squads if there's a 3rd one for whatever reason, they're gonna all be on that channel. That also serves as a secondary command radio in case you need to get a hold of command and they're not responding on 50.
That's good, Sandman. Alright, that's a very good example of what you need. Usually this will take up every slot in your primary radio. If you are most likely moving with an SL, you might need 2 radios, as there may be other channels that you need to get into contact to, such as 52. 52 is typically aviation. That is their internal. You should not talk on that unless they are not responding to you. And then there is, I believe, is it 54 is armored?
55 is armored now.
55 is armored. 54 is Forcon.
Yeah.
55 is armored, 44, or 54 is Forcon. Those are internal channels for those respective secondary MOSs. You shouldn't have to go into them unless you really absolutely need to. You can write that down and just have it as a note, but you should not be on those channels unless you absolutely need to. Those channels must be clear so they can communicate and work effectively.
And then last thing with the channels, if everybody opens their map, scrolls all the way out, zooms all the way out, on the right-hand side, on the eastern side of the map, it says communication channels. It says every single channel. So 01 should be on 4150, so on and so forth. And then everything we just talked about is right there as well. So.
Yep. Makes it nice and simple. That's why we did it. I'm going to go over the code phrases that we will be using. I recommend you guys take some sort of note or try to remember this. These are terms and definitions that are commonly used over the radio, so if you don't know some of these, you should know at least a couple because they're standard practice, and if you're a military nerd, you're going to know this. Yes, Yes, you're gonna want to know. You're gonna want to get a pen and paper. It's just that simple. It helps you a lot because it can just sit in front of you the entire op. Key information, just write it down. I have approximately 100 pages of notes from ops that I have done on Reforger, of just random scribbles, drawings, grids, call signs, objectives, listings, dates, and times, so that I could give salute reports. I'm going to go into salute reports next. Crouch, if you know what a salute report is. Squirrel, go ahead and give a salute report.
Alrighty, so give me a second. I'm gonna whip out my pen so I can write this down too. So I don't be stupid. Alright, salute. S-L-U-T-E. S-L-U-T-E. Alright, size is for S. S-I-Z-E. Location. For L. U is uniform. So are they American, Russian, Chinese, Iraqi civilians, Afghani fucking Haji pole motherfuckers. So U is for uniform. T is for time. And E is for equipment. So, do they just have AKs? Are they carrying fucking anti-armor, anti-air? Are they moving in a convoy? Whatever it may be. So, here's an example. One platoon, grid square, fucking blah, 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 fucking grid square. Trying to pull up my map, it's not working. Fuck that shit. Alright. Grid square, fucking 0101, Quail Island. That's an example. So, one platoon, grid square 0101, Quail Island, uniform. Russian fucking MSV uniform, I forget what the fuck that action's called in the game. I'm 1500, equipment, 3 times BTR, 2 times supply trucks, or just what they have, what you are able to see. Any questions?
Nope.
As long as you can get salute report down. Salute report is used to report an enemy's location in the most accurate and timely manner possible. Instead of saying on the radio sort of thing, it gives you a nice breakdown of what you should be doing. So you call out the size of the force, the location of the force, the uniform of the force, the time that you saw them. So you can even say time now, and then you give out their equipment, what kind of vehicles are running, what kind of equipment they have, whether they have anti-air, and you can determine that from the range that you're looking at them, that sort of thing. From that, I'm going to go into the priority list. Does anybody that up here that knows our priorities?
I have all 4 right now.
Go ahead, Sandman. I love to hear you say it.
Alright, this one's important because there's multiple things in each priority. So there are 4 main priorities that you're going to use. The first one being passive. Passive comms are going to be, if people are talking, you wait until there's a break, you wait until people stop talking. It's not really important, but you're still trying to let people know. The second one that you're going to need to know is immediate. This is information that needs to be passed really quickly. If you need to call a break, that's fine. If you really think that that information is that important. Then you have priority. If you're calling something for a priority, if other people are talking, you are calling a break. This is obviously a priority if you're using a priority message for something. And I literally wrote in my notes, because Ranger did it a lot better than I had, shit's getting fucked up and you need to fix shit fast. The fourth one you're going to need to know is emergency calls. There's only 2 times you should ever really need to call an emergency call. The The first one is being if you ever have to call a code black, which to this day I haven't seen, so don't worry too much about it. We'll get into that later. The second one is if you have to call a broken arrow. The only time that you should ever use an emergency call is if there are friendly forces getting completely surrounded and overwhelmed, and mostly every single team and squad is taking mass cases. Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I've got a question.
Go ahead.
What's the difference between the immediate and the priority?
So an immediate is, it's kind of, so picture it as like a scale of urgency. It's urgent enough for you to want to tell someone, and you might go out of your way to bother someone with it, but you might also try to figure it out for yourself. So, you know, oh hey, I have immediate information for you guys. Just a heads up.
I have a good example, Sandman, if you want to let me go. An immediate call would be like you see a enemy force moving towards the location of a friendly force, and there's no engagement, there's no enemies that are currently in contact with friendlies, and they're just moving the direction of a friendly force. That's information that you'd want the friendly force to know, but it's not urgent enough that it is in the battle space to the point where somebody's life is 100% at risk in that moment. For a priority call, it's like, hey, this target is on the move and I have the grid square for it. I'm going to call in this artillery strike. This is priority, needs to happen now. You know what I'm talking about? Does that clarify that?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
No problem. That's the best way I can give it as an example, difference between immediate and priority. I feel, does anybody have any questions other than that?
I got one question.
Go ahead, gamer.
So yeah, again, just with the immediate and priority, are both times, are you calling a break? Are you saying like, hey, this is a priority transmission, break? You know, what would you do?
The beautiful thing about being an RTO is this is completely at your discretion. If you find it to be that important, do it. If you feel like it's the best course of action, do it. You guys are your own fucking pen and sword out on the battlefield to communicate between teams, and if something needs to be communicated, it's going to be up to you in the moment. I'm not going to be there to hold your hand throughout the entire process, which is why that you're going to have to make that decision.
Alright, copy, thank you.
Anything else? Go ahead and everybody stand up real quick. Does anybody up here know brevity? Or any type of brevity code? It's not entirely important, it's more of a JTAG thing that I would go in more in depth with JTAGs.
So you didn't teach me this.
Like 9.5 and shit.
I know I didn't.
Like Fox 2, Fox 3, those are brevity codes.
So like brevity codes, like there's a phonetic alphabet.
Yeah.
You also have the
I would say
numbers.
phonetic.
Phonetic numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er. The alphabet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, etc.
Yeah.
Basically.
Brevity is just things being simplified so that it can be understood better over radio comms, because if you say, for example, 5, it can be confused for something else. Go ahead and do all the numbers again, just so everybody can have an understanding of that.
1, 2, 3. So 3 is tree. 4 is flower. 5 is fife. 6 is 6. 7 is 7. 8 is basically the same thing as 8. And 9 is 9er. So really the only big ones that are really changed is 3, 4, 5, and 9.
Okay, that's good for the brevities. I don't think it's something that's too important. If you just want to say the regular numbers, I'm not going to harp on you. Now, the next thing that I wanted to go over is how to communicate to somebody that you can barely understand. Whenever Crouch, if you've ever been in a conflict match on Arma Reforger and somebody talks on the radio and they come across broken as shit. Yeah, it happens all the time. We have long range radios, so it's kind of hard to find those circumstances on our game when we play, but it does happen sometimes, and sometimes people's mics cut out. Whenever that happens and they were sending you a message, the correct reply to them after their message is, so-and-so, you are broken and unreadable. So you say so-and-so, their call sign in that insert, you are broken and unreadable. And then ask for, please say again. So it would be so-and-so, you are broken and unreadable, say again. It could just be a mic cutout, like they could have just said half the message and they thought they said the whole thing, or it'd be the radio static because they're too far. It's definitely up to circumstance. I just want everybody to know that and please say that. Now, I think the last thing I want to go over are the terms and definitions, and this is definitely the most boring part. I'm going to go over them very slowly, just so everybody can understand it. I'm going to go word, then definition. You don't have to write it down. I encourage it if you do. First word, or words, are break. Break means shut the fuck up, I'm about to say something important, or something important is about to happen. It's just a quick way to get everybody to stop talking. It's not meant for somebody to say, hey, he said break. If I say break and somebody else didn't hear it, it's their fault and they should get punished. I don't know. Just have that down as shut the fuck up. The next word is break. Break is different from break. Break just means that you are in the middle of a transmission and you need to pause during that transmission. So it's like a gathering of information. Say this is Crossroads Actual to Phantom 01 break. There is a enemy convoy coming up the MSR from San Felipe towards the airbase. Break. They're moving to your position, stand by, that sort of thing. Where it's just a pause in transmission because you're trying to gather. It's better than saying that replace with break if you can. And you'll make me so happy if you say break instead of You know how bad that sounds to say over radio? This is Crossroads Actual to Phantom 01. There are that sort of thing. The next word is Roger. Roger is a confirmation of transmission, which means that you acknowledge that you received it. So if somebody says something to you over radio, you can say Roger, and that's just letting them know that you got it. After that, affirm means technically the same thing. Means understood or to confirm. They can be used interchangeably, but there are circumstances where saying Roger is weird and saying affirm is weird. You'll see it as you do it. You'll figure it out on your own. Not going to be upset if you use either one. Next is stand by. Stand by is the same as break, but in this case is a pause between transmissions, and the wait time can be up to a minute, 2 minutes. You're trying to gather up a decent amount of information. Just means stand by for next transmission. I'll get back to you. Yep, Sandman put it better than I did. Come in is the next word. It is a call for a response. It just means that you're trying to hail somebody over radio and you want them to acknowledge you. Next is how copy. How copy is to ask if transmission was understood. I feel like that's pretty simple. I'm not going to delve deeper into that. I'm going to give you a second to write it down. And second's over. We're going to over. The word over is to finish a line of transmission. It's just simple. You can use it. I usually don't. If you're in the heat of the battle, I'm not going to be mad if you just say the transmission and then just don't end it with over. If you end it with over, it's just extra spice. The word out means end of transmission. Yeah, I'm done talking to you. We completed our lines. Have a good day. I'll see you later. That sort of thing.
Not to interrupt you, Ranger, just one thing to correct about over. So if you say over at the end of a transmission, it means that you're like waiting for a reply for whatever that transmission to that person was, more or less.
Yeah, that does make, yeah, that is true. That means that you expect them to respond. And the response could be over and out, just because they have nothing else to say. It's just, you're expecting them to say other things. Say again means repeat last transmission. I'm going to go into detail with that. Never say repeat on radio unless you're trying to call in extra artillery on a previous plot. Repeat in military terms means drop more artillery at my last call. Don't say the R word. The R word is bad. And it's not the R word that you think is bad. I'd rather hear you actually say the other R word than repeat in a mission. You're gonna get in trouble, but you're gonna get in more trouble if you call. And that's a good thing. Call repeat. Repeat last fire mission. And the GM will drop the exact same ordnance, exact same dispersion, at the exact same location as the last one.
Just making, yeah, I know that. Just making sure everybody else knows.
Chipmunk boys.
Alright. The next word is copy, which is just another confirmation of transmission. It's interchangeable. Use it how you want. And then there is negative. Can anybody guess what that means?
No.
No.
Congratulations. And that is the last word. Now, you want to see something funny? Webster, what does break mean?
Sorry, I was in the chat. You need to shut the fuck.
Orca, what does how copy mean? Or orc. I don't know why I called you orca. Orc. Orc. What does how copy mean?
Okay,
I don't believe your mic's working, dog.
Bill is asking if the transmission was received. Well,
yeah,
it was received.
Glazen, what does copy mean?
Understood.
Assassin, what does affirm mean?
A positive way. Receive that.
Taco, what standby mean?
It's a longer pause between transmission and side break.
Fangirl, what does over mean?
Finish the line of transmission and waiting for a reply.
Ghosty, what is the term used for the definition of call for response?
Say again?
What is the term used for the definition of a call for response? The actual word.
It's coming.
Yep, you got that. I'm gonna make it difficult on you guys. Gamer, what is a correct way to confirm of transmission, or just confirmation of transmission?
Roger.
There you go. Rick
Moxie, what does out mean?
It means you're completely done talking, and you will not be talking again.
Unholy. What's the correct term for no? What should you say instead of no?
Negative.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call in the back of the room. Hey, Static, you there? What is a pause during transmission? Can you speak? I'm assuming he can't speak. Moxie, what is a pause in transmission?
Break.
What is a long pause in transmission?
I'm sorry. No, just break.
Got him. Got his ass.
For real.
KG, what does repeat mean?
Repeat means to do the same artillery call for fire, basically. Sorry, I wasn't in game chat. I was still on Discord, apparently.
You're good, Static. I forgive you. Only halfway, though. I think that we're done. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody here, but I feel like I covered a decent amount. I'm just trying to make sure all you retain something, at least.
Yep.
Died.
Can I ask something that might be per permission?
1 second. Haha. Can you tell me what A firm means?
Understood.
Doesn't this feel like a 3rd grade English class or something?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Alright.
For me, this was 9th grade.
Do you guys up here... Oh, hold on. Assassin, did you say something that you wanted permission to say?
I wasn't sure if Sandman was going to put it in the course at some point, but he does a pattern, like Alpha Bravo Charlie pattern, when calling in fire missions. Can you explain which ones those are? Because I've been wanting to write those down for a trip.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get into artillery.
We're almost there. Who's the 9 line?
Static.
We do 5 lines. 9 lines are meant, well, it's a JTAC thing. First of all, you guys won't be doing it unless you get to JTAC, and I have to hand select you. I've only picked 2 people so far. I've only actually trained 1 of them. On top of that, 9 lines are for fixed-wing aircraft, 5 lines are for helicopters. If that makes sense. I'm just spreading information.
I was wondering, because we just learned it at the same time in the Army, so we always just called it 9-line training, but 5 lines are included.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody stand out here. I'm going to get everybody in a line. Just on my left shoulder, everybody line up on my left. If you're on my right, or you're not scrunched up correctly, I'm going to be fucking mad. In a solid line.
Keep spacing out if we have to.
Yeah. Okay, everybody should be in their spot. I want everybody to stand still. Now, this is something that we did at the first RTO training, and I really want to do it again. Who knows what's about to happen?
Yes, do it.
Alright, so we're gonna do a wave. The person on the far right is gonna crouch. When the person on your right crouches, you also crouch. And then when the person to your right stands up, you stand up. Make sense? Very easy. This is gonna be funny. Assess and crouch.
Oh, you guys have never been to stadium.
Oh, you're pushing. Assess and stand up. Y'all are fucking it up.
Spread out.
Yep. Assess and crouch and stand up on your own. If you can do it faster, do it faster.
What is happening right now?
Alright, everybody point at Ranger and call him nerd.
Nerd.
Canadian. This is like the damn waves that Stevie Wonder sees in his head.
I'm going to be teleporting us away. We're going to be going to a live area. I'm going to select you guys into teams. If you can find a buddy beforehand, that's completely on you, but it can only be a group of 2. If you are a experienced person, hold on 1 second. I'm going to get us there real quick.
Same line.
Yes, Squirrel, say I'm on.
Shut up, Onyx. Sandman.
I'm sorry.
Alright, go ahead and get in your groups of 2. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get with somebody.
Let's go.
I guess I'm taking you, Scorp.
Hey, I'm killing
Hey, Dari's J-Tag. Don't let nobody take it, Dari. That's some bullshit.
Break. If you don't have a partner or are more experienced, such as one of the instructors, please stand next to me. So what I have developed for you guys is I'm going to be going over specific information that deals with calling in artillery. Crouch if you know how to read it. Open up your map. You see our location on top of the Western Heights, Southwest Everon, or Southern Everon. The grid that we are currently in, and I'm going to read it so it is correct, is you read the top number, then the side number. The top number is the left side of the grid that you are in. That's a good mark. So we are in 077. Then you read the side, which is the bottom, 034. So the correct grid in which we are in is 077, 034. If you were to call out, I'm going to put a mark on the map, please. Thank you. I'm going to put a red circle on the tip of the mountain. That red circle, for example, would be inside of grid 078, 033. So what you do is you read the left side of the grid, and then you read the bottom side of the grid. That gives the most accurate grid to the position that you are calling out. Now, some tips that I have for calling in the correct grid is when you are trying to target a position that may be out in the field and doesn't have any land structures next to it, use topography. Topography is basic map elevation and terrain features. So use rivers, tree lines, hills, anything that you can to your advantage, or maybe even telephone lines that are running through like the really big power lines. Power lines show up on the map. Sandman. Do you want to go into the Alpha Bravo Charlie?
Yeah, I got you.
Everyone pull up your maps really quickly and go over some shit real quick. So when calling in artillery, there's 3 patterns you can use to target artillery. So each one of these grid squares, so if you look at the grid square we're in, this is a 100-meter grid square. So just so you know that one of these patterns is 100 meters, so if you call in a 100-meter pattern, it's going to cover this whole grid zone, so don't expect it to be accurate. First one, we're going to go over, let me...
Start with alpha if you can.
Yeah, I got you. Alright, so alpha patterns. Alpha patterns cover the whole grid. It's normally used for either distractions if you need to just put Artie in an area, if you need to just cover a certain area, a certain area with artillery. So an alpha pattern covers 100 meters, and that is the size of the grid square. Second, you have a Bravo pattern. A Bravo pattern is 50 to 60 meters roughly, and this is all forming a circle. Don't worry about the train. Bravo's more if you're going to hit a small town, if you're going to hit a little listening post, a fob, kind of puts artillery all over an area. A Charlie pattern is a tight pattern that's around 20 to 30 meters. A Charlie pattern is you're hitting a specific location, you're hitting a certain block, you're not leveling a city. It's more used for against vehicles. It's used a lot for small towns, little bases, little outposts, shit like that. Anyone have
Kadari? Sorry. Oh, actually, go ahead. Questions. Good time for questions. Sound it.
I got it.
Well, JDAMs are different because you can use pinpoints for JDAMs.
No matter what round type you're calling in, you always want to call a pattern. So, for example, if you're going to call in a JDAM, yes, you're going to want to call a Charlie pattern because you want it to be precise. But, for example, the other day when I SL'd, we were pushing Montagnac, right? And we had secured it, right? And then our next push was to Province. I leveled Province with 50 HE in an alpha pattern because I wanted to cover the entirety of Province. You see?
Go ahead, Squirt.
Yeah, I had a question. Do we use like the keypad? So you call out the grid coordinates and then the
That
keypad?
was going to be the next thing we went over.
Okay.
Kadari, do you know how you do keypads?
Yep.
Go ahead and teach them.
So in a traditional standard cell phone, you would have your keypad
Open
1,
your maps.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can think of it as 3 lines within the grid square, the 100-meter grid square, and you can divide them up into sections just like you would phones, keypads. Take that as 0 factor, and you'll have a 1, 2, 3 on the top. In the middle will be 4, 5, and 6 across, and on the bottom will be 7, 8, and 9. And you can divide those into square. It doesn't always have to be accurate, but it's a good way to estimate it with that 10-digit grid, and it can be a lot more accurate than as if you just call the normal grid square.
I'm putting down some examples on the map and the grid square to our right.
For those who didn't understand that at all, we are in grid square break 077034 keypad 6. Okay? Did anybody have any questions on that?
I like how we did the same fucking number.
It's okay, so quick question, because you're doing the keypad by phone or by computer? Because on my computer, where you have 1 on the phone, it's a 7 for me.
Yeah, no, the one on your phone. The one on your phone.
Now, if everybody looks at their map to the grid to our right, Ghosty's doing it wrong. Yep, thank you, Ghosty. That's a good example. You would just fill out the blank spaces, if that makes sense. That's how you do keypads. It's more dial-up phone. Did anybody ever have a home phone growing up?
Yep,
Or
yep.
just the phone number, or how you call people on your phone?
Yep, yep.
Is that keypad?
I missed my flip phone.
So,
My razor.
somebody say something?
Does anybody have any questions on that? You don't always have to use it, but if you feel comfortable using it and you want to make a more accurate call, I suggest using a keypad if you know and you're comfortable with it.
We are coming to the end of this. I'm going to go.
Before the end, sorry, I was gonna ask. Could you say it like fully, like a complete call, including the keypad for an example? So to see
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Right.
You keep people keep asking me to do things right before I'm about to do them. Now, when I say towards the end, I mean towards the end of the talking, boring, fucking stupid phase. I have something set up for you guys. I have an entire combat area with enemy vehicles, positions, and I'm going to even put down enemy infantry. I'm going to teleport us to a different area, and I'm going to have you guys call in grids. I'm going to have you timed. You're going to have a minute and a half to figure out what grid it is, make the call. It can be anything from 5 rounds to up to 15. I don't want you guys going over that due to how much time it takes for artillery to drop. I want to just make this time sensitive and trying to push you guys to do your best. On top of that 1 minute and 30 seconds, there is a special hidden target in the area that we are going to be teleporting to. That hidden target is going to be bonus points. If I see you hit it, for example, I'm going to tell you to hit this target. If you disregard it and hit that target that's hidden really fucking well, I will give you extra bonus credit, even if you hit the wrong thing and you actually hit that target. Make sense?
Copy.
On top of that, when you're out there, the only person that I am going to allow to have binos out are the people making the call. So if you're on that ridge too, watching them do their call, you are not to have your binos out looking for this target, because that will be cheating. If I catch you cheating, it will not count. Now, I'm going to go over the correct way to call an actual fire mission. I'm going to use crossroad, myself, as my own term. And I'm going to use actual as the command for the call. I'm going to break it down after I do it, so make sure you take good note. I'm going to try to talk slow. This is Crossroads 012 actual, requesting fire mission. Actual at this time will respond, send transmission. After they do so, you will do requesting 5 rounds HE at grid square 055079. Alpha pattern. Break. Fire for effect. Stand by for BDA. Now, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down real quick. I'm dancing. You can't see it. I'm joking. So, first you need to get into contact with command. You have to have command acknowledge you. Command has to say, send transmission. You follow that up with requesting round count is first, followed by round type. After that, you give location and grids. So you call the grid. I think I forgot to mention something. You also do a description of target if you can. I don't think you have to. Personally, I won't be mad if you don't. But if you can add in enemy infantry in the open before the fire for effect, I'll be very happy. So I'm going to say it again. It is Crossroads 012 actual, requesting 5 rounds HE at grid square 055079. Alpha pattern. Enemy infantry in the open, fire for effect. Waiting for splash, stand by for BDA. Call to command, command responds. Request round count, round type, grid. And then you give the target type, and then you have to end it with fire for effect. Stand by for BDA. Sandman put everything in order right up there. Now, if you are in the middle of a transmission and your mind freezes up because you just don't know what to say, instead of saying, say break, it's completely acceptable. In fact, if you do it instead of saying, I'll take note of it. Are you guys ready to actually go into this, or does anybody have any questions?
I have a question. What does BDA mean?
Battle damage assessment. Sandman did it right after you. Battle damage assessment is used to determine the effectiveness of the strike. If you have an enemy BTR and you call 5 rounds AP at its location, an enemy BTR, fire for effect, stand by for BDA. The rounds hit, they fall short, they don't hit the target. Battle damage assessment, BDA is 0%. If the BTR gets hit and it is smoking but not destroyed, it is 50% BDA. If it is completely destroyed and goes up in a ball of fire, it is 100% BDA, target destroyed.
Great question.
Now, there
What is
are-
the fire for effect means?
Fire for effect means you're basically giving
What was that?
Alright, now for
Is he TPing us one by one? We just had like 2 people disappear.
Stay here, I'll TP all of us.
I just jumped on his head. Wow, okay, didn't think I could do that.
Hey, you jumped on that guy's head? That kind of...
I figured I'd go hang out, learn something.
I'm back. I'm back.
I'm gonna double check the base.
Nah, it said it was battle eye again.
Yeah, it said battle eye timed out.
I think we're good. Make sure that you're back in your teams of 2. Is anybody missing their partner?
I'm missing Scorp. Yeah, Scorp just got in there.
Yeah, Scorp just got back. Is that Dark Lord?
It would appear so.
No, I'm talking Canadian. Is that our Dark Lord?
Yeah, that's him.
God damn it. Okay.
Drop him in here.
I'll go TP.
Okay. Scorp just moved back to Glazin. Or Glazin moved to Scorp, I don't care. Just make sure everybody... KG, who's your partner?
It was Dorsey.
Okay, I think we're just gonna go then. I'm gonna take us to the range. I'm gonna select people. All of my instructors behind me and with me. I'm gonna need you to watch the guys to make sure that they don't cheat.
Excuse me, sir. When you were explaining fire for effect, I got disconnected.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Dorsey, move back to KG. Fire for effect is just you giving permission for command to actually drop the rounds.
Copy, copy.
Because if you complete the fire mission and do not say fire for effect, they will not actually drop the fire mission.
Roger that.
Alright, we're gonna teleport over, and we are gonna do this.
Go ahead, Fan.
Now, down in the valley below us, there are a plethora of targets. I'm going to have you guys go 2 at a time, and we are going to get this done as fast as possible. Does Crouch if any group is confident and they want to go first.
You're confident, Scorp?
You're tripping.
Oh, you got it. I taught you this shit. Come on now.
Onyx, you did not. But you know what? I will embrace new tech.
Stay crouched if you're confident. Brixie, Assassin, you first. Your target is going to be a series of tents about 400 meters away at 080.
Where do I have fucking map?
Can you place a box for us?
What, Glitch Rider?
Oh, I didn't even know how to do this shit. My bad.
I swear to God.
Box, please.
Don't worry, they taught us to use
So
the map.
when you call the fire mission, do it over 48. Use whatever call sign you want. Don't care. I'm Crossroads.
Oh,
You can communicate
put them
between each
away.
other.
What's up?
Put those away.
Binos away. Nope. Binos are away.
Binos are away if you're not doing
It's gonna
it.
be a grid 086035 keypad like 2 or something like that. Actually, a little further up than that. Probably 086036.
I just marked it. Tell me what you think. It's like right next to the house, right? Across the road, next to the house. But it's a little bit over,
That's
so
a
it's in
good,
the
that's a
other.
good question. Rangers, are you talking about the medical tents or the further ones?
Hey, get us a box, Onyx.
Oh, medical?
You
Yeah,
need it.
then medical tents is accurate. I like that.
I need fire.
Everybody listen up.
This is Brixie to Crossroads Actual. Requesting fire mission. Send grids. Requesting 5 times high explosive at grid 085036, keypad 7. Charlie pattern. Break. Fire for effect. Standby for BDA. Good copy. Rounds inbound, 15 seconds.
Scorp, are you able to,
Oh, I can hear you.
Only voice.
Do you want us to complete the BDA or not?
Nah, you're good.
Absolutely.
I saw enough. You're good.
Hey, Ranger, I have a question.
Send it.
Yeah, so they requested on keypad 7, correct? Would that not be more keypad 6 or 9, wherever they wanted that strike at?
It was damn well between 6 and 7, but it hit rounds will fall where they want to fall. There could be a little bit of.
Hold on, I'm going to say this for radio so everybody can hear. So rounds will not always fall the exact place you want them to. Sometimes they drift north or south due to wind, east, west. It could be off of target by a couple meters. It could be off the target by 50 meters. It's all depending on weather and wind and situation and location and elevation. So you can just play with it. We have a little bit of wiggle room.
It was close enough. Gamer, Rumor, you're next. What I want you to do is I want you to hit the...
I want you to hit at 056. There's a building with features outside of it. Go ahead and call that. Probably more 057.
Isn't the X coordinate the first coordinate?
You read top, then side.
Why am I seeing it as 0850? I don't know what's going on.
Zoom in a bit more.
guys are on the clock.
Remember, I can't hear you. Are you talking?
What was the coordinates?
I'm not giving you the coordinates. You're giving me the coordinates. It's a building at 058 with things outside of it.
Go.
Identify the target.
058 is way out of here.
It's the azimuth, the compass direction.
Yeah, that's heading.
I heard him say it once too many times.
But I was confused at first because I thought he was saying the grid, but it's actually the bearing that he's talking about.
Yeah, I honestly didn't get that either.
What's your call sign?
Crossroads.
Hey, Sammy, can I have a question?
This is Hangland Crossroad. How copy?
Go ahead.
What's up?
Hey,
requesting fire mission 085039.
Keypad 7, and that's like
At keypad 3, 10 rounds of HE in a Charlie pattern, fire for effect, standby for BDA.
Can you say one more time? We're gonna have words.
Swan stuff. They're practicing, leave them alone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with you.
Yes, Ranger. Rounds inbound time now.
Love you, gamer. Just trying to help.
GMs will try to help you too, especially if they know that you're not like JTAG.
You read
Seasoned RTO.
grid square, break.
Hey, are you sure that you want to drop that there? Hey, are you sure?
085039. 085039 is this mark.
Are you dropping artillery as friendlies were moving into the town? Instead,
Yep, I saw that.
See my mark on the map?
Yep.
like, are you sure you want to repeat? And he's like, yeah.
You call it keypad 3, so it's a little left or a little right of that, or a little up and right of that.
I thought it's to the left and down. So 085 to the left of 085 is the square you're calling, and then 039 is below 039. So to the left and down.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Is that not?
No, your grid square is right and up from the grid square that you called.
Right
It's
and
the
up?
diagonal upright, yeah.
That would
Up
be
and right.
at 9.
This is like
I was saying what lines you read is the left line and the bottom line. Not you read from left to down. You read right to up.
Are you gonna be speaking or me?
Okay. You guys can step back. I'm gonna give you guys another opportunity.
I'm sorry.
Taco, McFumbles, you're up.
Are you gonna be speaking or me?
Fucking god, dude.
I'm going to have you hit the tent at 0804 800 meters.
I can help you out, like marking the things and like right away. I don't know.
So that would have been 084-038, keypad 6.
I'd say Hollywood to the 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
McFumbles, up Darius.
Do you want to talk, or do you want me to do it?
I can talk. See how you guys do.
Alright.
I can't hear you. Just text it to me.
You're in the keypad thing, right? Alpha Bravo Charlie Tanner.
Oh, I'm looking at something already.
Yeah.
Intersection.
You see that bunk on the side to the left of it?
Alright,
I'm thinking it's that.
087037, call it out.
Tacos, Crossroads
And
action.
don't forget, target
Requesting
description.
fire mission.
It's a good one.
Grid 087037. Keypad 7. Requesting 5 rounds of HE. Alpha pattern. Fire for effect. Standby.
Copy that. Rounds inbound, 15 seconds.
Alright, so let me give you
for the church in Chotain. Chotain's due north of the levee.
That would be 071-060 keypad. Probably 4.
Nice, bro. Hey, you want to come over here, Dorsey?
There was a direct hit on the compound. Just letting you know, when you use a wider dispersion, like for example, they just used a Bravo pattern, which is 50 meters, and you use 5 rounds to cover 50 meters. My bad. There is a possibility your rounds might not hit the target if you're trying to hit something precise. But that is a good call. No, it is a good call. You hit the target. So, you guys can step back. I'm gonna go to the next pair.
Hey, Ranger, my internet's taking a shit on itself right now. Do you think me and Scorp can go up real quick? I'm running back right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'm running back right now, unless somebody can TP me. Well, now I can see names now.
Just a friendly reminder, if you guys have already gone, please line up with Rick C, so that we don't confuse.
Alright, Scorp, you ready?
And if you have a question, pull an instructor inside and we will figure it out while he's doing their calls.
Okay. What's my call sign? Crossroad 1? No. So your call sign would be your squad or team. So 01, 02, 11, etc. Yeah, right. And command is crossroad.
Blazin' Scorp.
So
your target is a enemy helicopter pad with helicopter at 115.
On the crossroads actual how copy, right? And then you would say go ahead and you give your call for fire. Say again.
You guys feel like you're doing okay with this? Yeah, I kind of.
And Glazen's gone. Scorp, go ahead and make a call.
The important thing is, I cannot stress this enough, take your time to make sure that your shots are accurate. It's one thing with shooting a rifle and go, oh yeah, one of these rounds will hit. If you miss
I thought I'd learn a little more, but it was all stuff.
I know Scorp still having a problem communicating. He was having a breakdown in comms.
Scorp, you gonna be able to communicate?
That is bad.
I can't hear you talking if you are.
Scorp, hangman to actual.
Go ahead and send it. Make sure you're talking on 48.
There, got it.
Hangman to actual requesting 5 rounds HE at grid square 087032. Keypad.
Got us over it. So scroll all
6.
the way out, right? You see like the big
5 for effect, stand by for BDA.
1 click square.
You have a pattern?
Yeah.
Charlie down.
Protractor all the way down to the
Copy that. Sending.
Yeah. 08, 03. So like it should be 0 like that little crosshair 0 to 0 with the.
You get it
protractor.
or not?
Yeah.
He just sent out his transmission. Blazing, give him 1 second.
Slide it to the right. Okay, and then you're gonna go.
I hope so, Glazen.
This one should be easy, yeah. I was about to say. Good shot.
Good hit.
Sorry you weren't here for a glaze, but Scorp put it right on the fucking money.
Yeah, I know. This one was easy, dude. Alright, so if I was to look at it, I'm gonna roll down the road past that right there. Then I'll look at this real quick. Roll down the road right there. I'm guessing he's dead.
Okay, if you are not participating, please back up.
Oh, it's actually this little.
Ghosty died. You're up.
20 meters or 10 meters.
If you've passed already, or you've made your calls, come up here.
Your grid, your call will be at 027, enemy fortification in the open.
Okay, the way that it would actually be read.
027.
If you scroll the protractor.
027.
So
I'm bit special.
Right
Yeah, I see it.
Right? Yeah.
Can I have bindos out now?
So be read 0. No,
else is done.
And then, or actually, correction, 0851. And then
If anybody has any questions,
I got it on the map for when you're ready for the transmission goes to.
No, that's too close to the road.
Oh yeah, you're correct.
It's by that tree line, there's a split in between the tree lines. Have a look where that is right now. 027.
And you just go all the way up, so the 03
buildings. Building.
And then you can even break
it's
down
around my red mark.
But it's 6-digit grid.
That's what I'm thinking, because it goes in, and then out, and then back in.
Oh yeah. Good copy.
In.
Definitely wouldn't want to fucking.
Back out in. Actually, no, you might be right. Hang on.
Maybe because where I'm looking, where I put that is at the 027, like you said.
45 seconds.
Yeah, we gotta call him that red dot that you just put down, brother.
This is Comrade to cross. This is Comrade to Crossroad requesting 10 times HE 0810441 pattern Bravo, standby for BDA.
Let's go next, because I gotta head out.
Copy sending.
Fire for effect. Add that in there.
032.
Oh yeah.
Numpad 7.
Are you talking about the azimuth?
Yeah, precisely.
I told you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I know how to do all that azimuth stuff. We used a protractor aviation
Oh shit.
for like no.
Yeah, it looks like your mark was the right one, Ghosty. That's my bad.
Yeah, that was a bunker.
I thought it was way off, a little bit off. I
We
mean,
did get a bunker, didn't we?
Yeah.
Too bad that probably wasn't the fucking special bunker.
I didn't see building down there.
You guys will have a chance to go again. Static and Moxie, you're up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Ranger, what you want me to do? You want me to find another partner or something? I think everybody's already partnered up.
Your target will be an encampment behind the woods at 0 or 108. You see that smoke down there?
No problem. That was my fault.
Keep in mind that there are different types of break everybody. I want everybody to hear this right now. You guys do your thing. Be aware that there is more than one type of artillery. We have HE, AP, smoke, and cluster.
There's buildings behind those tents and stuff.
Ranger, can I speak? What's the difference between the HE and the other one, like high explosive?
Hey, guys.
So, HE is high explosive, AP is armored poison up front, cluster is spray a cluster of munitions, so it kind of looks like pop rocks are going off all over the fucking place, and it's really fucking loud.
Moxie, call it in. It's encampment at 0 or 108 behind the trees.
I think the J-Tex.
108 or 108 behind the trees. Got you.
I mean, it's like
Mark to Crossroad, requesting fire mission.
Send in. Requesting 5HE on grid 087032.
Maybe we
Break.
can simplify it like this.
Group of 10s, fire for effect, standby for BDA.
It'd be a pain in the ass.
Now, I'm going to save you here. Do you have a keypad that you want to say?
Yeah.
Let's do keypad 5. Alrighty, rounds and bump.
7032 keypad.
No, I'm not saying like
keypad 5.
That's that house.
Keypad 2 also.
I was about to say 2.
Yeah.
5, yeah.
It's between 2 and 5. 2 and 5 is nice right there.
It just simplifies it so I
Do a Charlie grouping. My bad, I forgot to say that.
That's good hits. You hit right on the money too.
Yeah. But I definitely wouldn't want to be in the
Alrighty.
Because
you guys step back. I'd say it's a good effect on target.
My partner, where'd it go? Static.
How was your
Who's hiding from me? You two can go now. Come on me. Your target is an enemy defensive position right after the little creek at 100. Defensive fortifications. Go ahead and work together.
Do your thing.
Keep in mind that there is a hidden target that you can completely avoid your actual call target, and you can just try to hit it if you want, and it's bonus.
We're definitely in that wall. I fucking show you.
We've already decided for it. That's for them.
Grumply, guns count as fucking nose. Fuck off.
Yeah.
It's magnification.
It's either that thing you showed. Yeah. It's either that thing you showed me, or either the thing I showed you.
Never mind.
Yo, back. You don't know the strength I have. I've got so many M4s.
Ranger, you said there's a creek bearing 100?
Yeah. Creek at 100, enemy fortifications behind it. Look down.
I was looking way too far. That's embarrassing.
Does anybody want an M4?
Fuck off, Steve.
Yeah, me. Ego M4 for you.
Fuck off.
They do.
They're trying to do shit about
British ops.
Yeah, they can make like a whole fucking fake war with fucking attachment. Haha, DMs!
Basically, we're doing the front to go.
Yeah, brother, that's the video I sent you.
Brits are gonna
Watch it again.
Start through MMR.
I've got more fucking hate my phone.
Yeah, you I'm fucked on 2%. Royal Marine fucking detachment.
Oh my.
Yeah, no.
Crossroad actual, this is Finboy coming.
Oh my fucking god.
Requesting fire mission. Requesting 5 rounds, HE, grid 083, break 037, keypad 7, Charlie pattern, 5 for effect, standby for BDA. Say again, grids. Grid 083, 037, keypad 7. Rounds inbound.
Fucking Fenway is insane.
That cracking me up.
Fucking LOs, what the hell?
Do you want to make an adjustment? I'll allow you.
What?
Copy, standby.
He was off by 50 fucking meters. Give him a break.
I don't think he went over how to do adjustments.
Crossroad, adjustment last fire mission. Stand by for new grid.
Copy.
target, please stand west of the amp box or the RHS box.
Come here. What's up? Come here.
30 seconds.
Shut the fuck up. Outfit on.
Hey, can you guys stop, please? Crossroads requesting fire mission grid 087035, keypad 4.
Say again, grid.
087035, keypad 4. Fire for effect, standby for BDA.
087034.
035. Keypad 4. I threw a bookmark on it.
Yeah.
Copy that. Rounds inbound.
Crossroad BDA is 100%. Good shots.
That's beautiful.
Well done. Well done.
Alrighty, step back. I'll take it. It's my good. Rumpsley, rifle, you're up.
I need you
to engage enemy bunker bearing 121.
121. In the field.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just before the stream.
Time to work out the good old protractor. 650 meters, 121 bearing.
Hey, put those away.
But I wait.
I know, but we wait till everybody's done, and you take them out. Take them out.
One thing I don't like about this area is it doesn't have power lines anymore. That would be super helpful.
I was trying to find the
Just making another remark. Nobody has hit the hidden target yet.
So what's up with the hidden target?
It's like brownie points.
Okay.
I'm not what I'm thinking with a blue X rifle. What do you think about that?
Yes, Swan, you see it.
No, I'm asking if you hit, like, your target, can you also call additional fire support on your go?
No, what I'm telling them to do is if they want, they can ignore my mission that I tell them to, like, instead of doing
just looking over there.
Instead of doing the bunker, they could do the target.
Gotcha.
You mean the one you're looking at over there? I don't.
Well, no, he said call the bunk. I'm not looking at anything. I haven't seen any of the turrets. I just got here. I was just learning the
hidden
rules.
target. I don't just stick with what we had with the bunker.
Or that's not the hidden target, maybe.
Okay, you want to call it or should I?
It's
not hidden. Maybe it's right in front of our faces.
Crossroad 01 to actual.
Go ahead and send it.
10 rounds HE, grid 085032, keypad 9, Charlie spread, fire for effect, standby for BDA.
Copy that, rounds inbound.
be a little excessive on the round count, but...
Nah, I gotta make sure they're all dead. Beautiful.
Alright, you guys can move back.
Beautiful.
Died and Ghosty, you're up again. I want to see if you can make something up. Your target will be the row of tents bearing 069.
You know what to do, right, Ghosty?
Yeah.
Alright, send it, brother.
This is Comrade at the Crossroad requesting fire support. He 10 rounds. Break 0. Break 08903. Break 039. Keypad 2. Charlie Bread. Bravo spread, I mean.
What was round count? The times 10.
10. Copy that, sending.
Let's fucking go.
Good shit.
Beautiful work, Ghosty. We got both of those things.
Go on.
That's
You
a
know
lot of
what's really
gunfire.
funny about that is that's not the hidden target.
Son of a bitch!
I found the hidden target.
Yeah, you did it. Woo.
Ranger, I found your fucking hidden target. It's a good one. I didn't even use GM this time.
It's a very hard target.
That's one hell of a target. I just saw myself. Damn.
Okay, back up. New tech. Orca. No, Orca. Why do I keep calling? You know, Orca now. Your target is. There is a bunker and static position at 085 on the ridge line near a road.
I've already found it.
Copy.
You're welcome.
We were talking.
Yeah. Just, okay. I know you got it. You teaching the young man how to.
Oh, he already knows.
Oh, I knew he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's twice my age. AG, not gonna lie, I was expecting you to be staff sergeant back now.
Bro, real world takes me away from shit.
Yeah.
45 seconds.
Actual, this is Crossroads, requesting fire mission, how copy?
Send it.
Requesting 5 rounds HE at grid square 088036. Break keypad 5. Fire for effect. Standby for VDA.
Copy that, rounds and bone.
Hey, put those away. Put them away. I'm done. I don't care. It's over. Put people away.
You were just off by probably like 25 meters.
Copy, copy.
Alrighty, back up. I'm gonna have somebody else go.
is a camo net tent with a ammunition dump. It's 028. 028.
You can send me what
Okay, just to let you know, I'm not gonna do that one.
We're going for the brownie points here.
Brownie points.
Okay, then fucking do
I
it.
mean, I don't know what the grids are, but so.
Alright,
Like, I think that I.
Crossroad actual, this is 01, requesting 10 rounds AP over.
That's far, bro.
Go ahead, send it.
Roger, grid 083, break 036, keypad 3, Bravo pattern, how copy over?
I did keypad, but yeah.
Good copy. 083036, keypad 3.
Probably accurate.
Roger, Bravo pattern, over.
I took 2 different measurements.
Sending it.
Yeah.
Roger, fire for effect.
I think it might be a little farther to the north than what you said, but yeah. Like, I'm talking barely.
Correction, description, 3 tanks on the main MSR. I'll copy over.
Yes.
Copy.
It's hard. It's a little far.
Yeah, she's out there.
Roger, fire for effect, over.
You found a hidden target?
Someone did, yeah.
Did you?
No. Oh, yeah.
Are you an instructor? Did somebody call it yet?
Come on.
Yeah.
I feel like it was within the actual diameter, but none of the rounds hit.
That is so BS. Repeat last.
Repeating last fire mission.
Actually,
call, though.
yeah, I shifted over to keypad 2.
Yeah, Roger. Crossroads actual, this is 01.
I think he's already repeating last. Yay! Yay!
Farther right, like 1, 2, 3.
It's a good one.
Said repeat, motherfucker. Guess what happens?
Yeah, he said repeat. Break. Crossroad actual, this is 01.
No, your fire mission's done. You're not doing it anymore.
You're done. You're good. You got it. That's good.
Back up.
Congrats.
Back up.
If you look 115, there's like a
Preserve web. You're up. Your targets will be that row of
Is that the hidden target?
No, I know where it is. I was saying I thought you would do something like that, where it's like
I don't think it was.
In something 2 kilometers away.
Yeah.
That was good.
2,254 meters long rangefinder. That's pretty funny.
Alright, if you guys want to be making a call, I'll take over for him.
If you look,
change call sign to Tombstone Actual.
No, you're good. You're good.
I thought he was going to do something like, if you look 115, around 2,256 meters out is a command tent on top of the hill.
That's
the kind of shit I thought he was doing.
Let's get some brownie points over there.
Hilarious.
Next team, there is a white house with a BTR in front of it. I need grid switch for it.
I found it, by the way. I didn't
White House with BTR. It's used by Max.
Genuine.
White House with a BTR.
I mean, you know,
I've got a...
Yes. Yeah, you guys are up. You guys are
Give him 1 second, I'll be back in. He just swept these seats.
That's what I'm going for these guys right now.
In the Army, they call them sisters.
A lot of our friends out here. Every Alright, so scan the woods. There's a hidden target out there. Where is it?
You got some extra time. Call it. Did you hear the? Pick anything you want. Pick any target you want. I'm happy if you could pick any.
They were calling already 10 series. It's pretty fucking sweet.
You got anywhere from 034
It's fun.
to like 130.
Make the call whenever you're ready.
Is that beacon? Negative.
Yeah, we had a J-Tac with us.
This is
it's gonna be
Crossroad actual.
Send
it.
It's gonna be relatively hidden.
Requesting 5 rounds of HE on grid 084038, keypad 6. Bravo.
Another BTR.
Bravo grid, Firework Tech. Stand by for ADA. Copy. Try to clean that up next time.
Other cam in.
Don't call it out when you see it. Don't call it out. No. It's hidden.
What am I looking for?
An enemy something. It's like kind of hidden. You'll know it when you see it.
I'm pretty sure I see it.
It's silhouetting itself a little bit.
No, don't
I see. I see it.
You're not this way.
Am I looking the right way?
Damn close, but not there. It was within the circle.
No one has hit that yet, by the way. So basically, they get a designation to call. So like,
You could have increased your round count, or you could have made it a Charlie. Either one of those worked. Okay. I'm gonna count that as an actual hit. I feel like you guys are pretty damn close. I feel like you have a good understanding of it. You guys can go up to the top. We only have 2 teams remaining, and the hidden target is still unhit.
You just lose.
Rumor, Gamer, you're up. Anything you want.
Alright, Rumor, how do you want to do this, bud?
Do we have a JDAM?
Take a minute to look.
Okay.
We should call in the hidden target when they're
I'm down.
How long do we have?
A minute and a half. I'll let you know when you're at 45.
You still have to go. You done?
Yeah.
Then get the fuck up the hill.
We're supposed to do
Yeah.
it, right?
They broke.
100 east. Dirt road.
Yeah, you see that? What is
Are
that,
you an
C-72?
instructor or are you just,
He's a
Big fuck yes, but
Oh,
let's hit that.
Listening.
have you found the secret target?
I have not.
Okay.
Really want that secret target. Alright, let's hit it. Fine.
You can left the target. It's by itself, alone on the road, kind of hidden.
Alright, what would you call that? So, the way I'm looking, if that's on the dirt road, what do you think that is? Is that 087033?
Quit tapping shoulders.
Way off?
Yeah.
So if that's the dirt road there, use landmarks.
45.
The main road there. Dirt road there.
I thought the
Dirt road there.
by the quarry, I thought that was a hidden target, but it was. Say, stop, shut up.
Your call.
Say again.
Let's try 098034, keypad 3.
098034.
It's somewhere in the woods.
Alright,
Just see me.
let's do that.
I cry a little bit.
We will still eat.
Crossroads actual. Requesting fire mission ahead and send it. 098034, keypad 3, 5 rounds, HE. Charlie pattern. Stand by for BDA. Copy that. Rounds inbound.
Hey, why didn't you fucking salute when I walked by? Just a question.
Can kiss my ass first.
Hey, break. Hey.
Hey, break, guys. Break. There's a training going on. Stop fucking around.
Let's repeat fire mission. Let's redo the coordinates.
Don't say repeat. Just put some more rounds in the same spot.
Gamer, if you want to alter it, you would.
You guys probably missed by 600 meters.
Adjust use fire mission.
Are they the last ones?
No, there's another group after. It's Orc and New Tech.
Orc is already gone.
Oh,
that's right here.
Then who's with New Tech?
Didn't you just say you already went?
Yeah, Orc.
Yeah, they already won.
Won, but they missed by a little bit. And I wanted to
Oh,
redo it.
okay, you guys are doing it again. Got it.
I'm gonna give you guys one more opportunity, and that's all you're getting.
Right,
I'm gonna give you about 45 seconds.
My
Don't
hint is
fucking
use
no. Stop
landmarks.
it. Shut the fuck up.
That's my hint to everybody. Use landmarks.
Go up the hill. You're in timeout.
But that's an RTO hint.
Come on, Grapes, I'm with me. You're in timeout. There we go.
That's the timeout list.
What if it's 092033?
These guys not saluting, bro. I don't know how I feel about this.
You're not important.
Not an officer, Lamau.
You wanna try that?
It just doesn't even. It just.
Send it.
See, this guy's just coming over because the other
Yeah.
guy said it doesn't even.
Alright.
What's a follower? You gotta salute him, guys, because he's a
This is Rabbit to Crossroad. Have copy.
Send it.
We have an enemy T-72 requesting fire mission at grid 092033. Break.
See that? Look at my boys. My boys know that.
Requesting 10 rounds of AP keypad.
For that group on the right.
Break.
Absolutely.
5. Charlie pattern. Fire for effect. Stand by for BDA.
Good copy. Rounds inbound.
Hallelujah clip on my soundboard. Play it right now.
What happened?
Praise the Lord.
Reporting you for the second. Oh,
That'll definitely fit.
Hey, someone found the hidden target.
Wow.
It died.
Congrats, that is a hidden target.
How many hidden targets are there?
Sorry?
How many hidden targets are there?
I'm not telling nobody. There may be one more.
Shit, dude, I am so relieved you have no idea.
New
Oh
deck,
my god.
Orc, you're up.
Copy. I'm ready. It's gonna be the same objective?
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Don't start looking at a target.
It's gonna be the same one?
If you get everything written down, then he tells you to change it.
I'm pretty sure there's.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait until he respawns BDCs. That will tell you what target it is.
Is it gonna be the same target?
Negative standby.
The secret is you map out every single target.
Jesus Christ.
You map out every single target on the field, Gadari. That's the secret.
Who
Then
the
you
fuck
know
is
the answers.
Kadari?
You don't have a nameplate.
You're broken and
You
unreadable.
don't have a nameplate.
Is it gonna be the same target?
Pick any target you want.
I can't see new text.
Copy.
Or Rangers. So.
But if we do 088
I don't know.
036
Same man.
keypad 7.
Who's talking? Is this Gadari?
Hey, Arquila, you ready?
Yeah, you ready? Wanna call it, or let me call it this time.
Copy, copy.
Got you. Alright, I'm calling.
This is Port to Crossroads Actual. Question fire mission.
I got it clipped out. I got it clipped.
Oh, sure.
Dari, do you know where
Do
the
it on
hidden
48.
target is?
Go ahead and send that.
I don't know. There
This
might
is
be.
Port Killer to
If it
Crossroads
counts,
Actual. Question fire mission.
108. It doesn't count.
Go ahead and send fire mission.
It's hidden.
Requesting 10 HE at grid 0888036 keypad 7. Fire for effect. Bravo pattern. Fire for effect. Standby for BDA.
Sending rounds.
Yeah, pretty sure somebody. Oh my god.
You don't have a name tag for me.
What?
I don't even think you can see it from here.
He's the only one that doesn't have a name tag for me.
Oh, it starts to multiply.
And this guy. I don't know.
Bohemia game and it's trash.
What?
You can't save your clip.
Good hit, good hit.
What did you see?
That's crazy.
What do you see?
Crossroads Actual. This is Port Killer. Battle damage 100%. Over.
055, it was one.
Nice. Well done, bro. Well done.
Oh, was there one up there?
Yeah, there was actually.
Alrighty. Everybody gather up.
Professional pranker.
Everybody should have gone. I feel like everybody's pretty proficient. Now, I just learned something just now. The second hidden target, which there was a second hidden target, is actually out of visual range. Do you guys want to see if we can see the explosion?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Give us a direction.
Yeah, what's the recommended draw distance?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I could see.
That's in my visual range.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see it.
It's a
nice.
long way away.
So then the tanks were nothing?
Yeah, I saw it the whole time, but it wasn't my training. I didn't want to say nothing.
Alrighty. Break.
Was hovering over there.
This has already ran a little bit longer than I had expected it to. I don't want to keep anybody here any longer. Does anybody have any further questions? Keep this brief. Nope.
Debrief go.
Okie dokie. I feel like you guys are good. When you go into ops, just make sure that you have everything set, that you have your radio set, that you have the information that you need. Take down notes, do things. Make sure that you're communicating with your SLs and TLs, and that you're doing why am I hearing music? Make sure that you guys are communicating and doing your best, because you guys will be like a lifeline between squads. I really mean that. A event attendance form is now in the Discord RSVP. The code for tonight will be Radio Man. Radio Man.
Radio Gaga, Radio Gaga, Radio Gaga.
Do Radio Gaga. Radio Gaga. Radio Gaga.
Oh, I did
Gaga
Radio
is funnier.
Man.
You're good. It still counts.
Copy,
It's
copy.
fine. Do Radio Gaga.
Smoke grenade launchers.
Oh my god.
Use an M4 with a grenade launcher. It's got red mark of smoke.
Yes, that can be useful. I've actually done that before.
Yeah,
Do they
it's very
have
nice.
do they have to have the Grenadier?
If you are here, you are dismissed.
Alright.
Do they have to have the grenadier MOS to do that?
To do what?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yes. To use the grenade launch your friend and then need the Grenadier MOS.
Yes, you need a Grenadier MOS to use marking
Trying to talk to Ranger right now.
in the MOS SOPs. And if you are unaware of what is allowed in your MOS, go ahead and look at the MOS SOPs.
That's a good question. Good question, Corey. Good thing you thought of that.
Everybody's pissing me off right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry nobody got back to you, Corey. I apologize.
Hey, Corey, where'd you get that?
I gotta clean everything up.
Alright, don't worry. I got you, buddy.
Hell yeah, man.
No,
Thank you.
I don't get that.
Second head of target. So,
I don't think anybody else
did I
got
get
that.
this?
No,
Where'd
you get that then?
Dude, he's falling, bro.
Where'd you get that?
Turn my head. I saw it.
Not talking about the double thing.
That cock in your mouth.
Oh, why?
Where'd you get that?
Dude, what's under there?